Welcome Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be rating and talking about our new players, the way too early assessment and rating of our new players. That is what today is going to be about. And you know why? I'll tell you why I'm coming up with this topic. But before we get into that, please like, comment and subscribe. Subscribe to this week. We're going to be watching Bafana. We don't actually, I'll be honest. I am at this point of my life where I don't want to watch Bafana. I want to watch Kaizer Chiefs. I want to see what Nabi is cooking. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. And please become a member. I've not have said this in a long time, but become a member. 20 Rand, we do things for the channel. But anyway, guys, thank you to the 5,000 subscribers that we have on this channel. We don't always get to say it, but you guys are the one. You are the best, Baba. You guys deserve a billion rand. I wish Nkulunkulu can give you guys billions. But anyway, let's get into it. Why am I coming up with this topic? Because I'll be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. Me and you guys, the people who watch this channel. It's difficult to make Kaizer Chiefs videos in the recent weeks because nothing is happening. Our team is not playing. The transfer window is closed. There's no news in Kaizer Chiefs. Like, it's difficult. Like, if you just, like me, this is just the Kaizer Chiefs channel. A lot of the things that are happening don't revolve around our club. I mean, Pirates was in the MTN 8. Those fans get to chat about that. Today, Pirates and Sundowns is in the Champions League draw. They now know their group stages. But us as Kaizer Chiefs, the only relevance we have in this past week or so, in the next couple of weeks, honestly, is the fact that we played Sundowns. That is the only news that we know. And the fact that our DDC drew 0-0 with Stellenbosch. And the other fact is that some of our players are in Bafana, which is Dudley specifically. So there's that, but it's not enough. But anyway, let's get into it. I decided that I'm going to start rating our players and our coach way too early. When I say way too early, I'm saying it's too early to give a fair result, but we're doing it because we can. See, now man to do it. But anyway, let's get to it. Ntwari joined Kaizer Chiefs. He's our goalkeeper. We know what our goalkeepers look like last season. What does Ntwari look like? My assessment of Ntwari is simple. There hasn't been enough. There hasn't been enough for us to really know what he is, like see if he's the full package. He hasn't. First game, for example, he was fumbling the ball, and then against Amazulu, they weren't testing him, but when they did test him, he showed up. So there's that. And then Sundowns, we know the first goal was a deflection, so he couldn't have done anything. And then the second goal was an offside. So there's that. Well, we think it's offside. Everyone thinks it's offside except Victor Hlongwane and obvious Sundowns and Pirates supporters. Because we know Pirates supporters, they've been talking a lot ever since they won the MTN 8. Because I don't know since when Pirates thinks good to because they can rob and get wrong results that now we can't talk about it. Because what Pirates fans have been saying this whole weekend, and I'm even tired of listening to it, is Pirates fans have been saying Kaizer Chiefs are not allowed to comment on the game between Pirates and Stellenbosch, which is funny because when we played Sundowns, we allowed them to talk. Man, they say we must shut up. But anyway, I wanted to say Ntwari, I'm going to give Ntwari a rating of 6.5. Or 6 to 6.5 because when he has been called into action, he has done good saves like he did with Ribeiro, that shot from far. So when he's been called on, he's been good, but he has fumbled the ball. And you guys know my biggest problem with Ntwari, his distribution. I'm not saying he can't find a player. I'm saying he finds the wrong player. That is the most important thing about distribution. When you release the ball, the player you find has to be important. What Ntwari does that often irritates me is that he will pass a player who's under pressure or who is in a wrong situation, and then that player will be under pressure, we will lose the ball. So those are the kind of things. The next one is Cross. You guys know my thing about Cross. They've been chowing him on the left. The first game went and punched everyone, and people will attack me. But let me tell you guys keep saying Cross was the first choice defender. He wasn't. First, we tried to get Anderson Cruz, but he wanted too much money, so Chiefs couldn't go for that deal. He's a foreign player. Then we wanted to get Fawaz Bayadin. His transfer fee was too expensive, but he wanted to join Kaizer Chiefs. Then we wanted to get Hanamu. They wanted more money. And then obviously we know Bongani Siem Dover injured, and then Cross. Am I saying Cross is a bad player? No, I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying he's not first choice. And sometimes in the match you get to see it. He's not fast as a left back. Maybe he would even be better as a center back, as a left center back, but he's not fast. So he tends to always have to make up for his pace by being good at anticipation, like sliding and stuff like that. But I always wonder, one day he's going to find players like Abo Tembazwane, Abo Ribeiro, who will faint, act like they're going to cross, not cross, and no cross will go to Durban with his slides. So that's what I'm talking about. But other than that, Cross has had good shifts here and there. But I'm still going to give him, I'm also going to give him a 6 to 6.5. I'm not going to give him more than that because his side has been harassed. Actually, I'm going to give him a 6. From my side, I'm going to give him a 6 because he has done enough and he's been above average, but he's not good enough for a 7, 8, and 9. For me, his side has just been, they've just been attacking it like forever. Next player, Dudley. Dudley, I am going to give I'm going to give Dudley a 7.5 to 8. Dudley, I'm going to give a 7.5 to 8. And this 7.5 is just that he hasn't put a foot wrong. He has done everything. He has cleared. He has showed his power. He has showed his mental toughness. He has shown every good thing. So Dudley, I'm going to give a 7.5 in terms of him just being a signing. Yes, being a signing, I'll even say 8 is fine. If some of you want to say 9, good for you. But I'm just going to say, for now, 7.5 because I want to see more. Miguel, 7.5. You guys know my take on Miguel. Miguel's a leader, proper leader. Miguel is good here mentally. Mentally is very tough. Mentally is very smart. Mentally he's everything and above. My one criticism, which you guys have heard me say already, I don't think he's as Nandi at his feet as we think he is. Because when we start the ball at the back, Dudley, for whatever reason, can do it way better than Miguel. But one thing I argued is that sometimes a player like Miguel, you don't need him to be the best passer of the ball or the most comfortable. It's what his presence does in defense that is most important. And that's why he's ahead of Msimango. It's that leadership ability. So I'm not saying I have a problem with him as a defender. I'm just saying that is the one thing I've seen in his game. And one thing I will tell you, players who are close to 30, it's difficult to teach these things. So 7.5. The next player I'm going to give that's in the lineup is Blom. Blom, I'm going to give, we haven't seen enough of Blom, but the little we've seen, we can also say Blom is a 7.5. Because he passes the ball, he finds the right players, he's comfortable on the ball. It's just that he's unfit. But I'm sure by the time the league resumes again, I think it's next week, if our things are right and Carling Cup is coming, then Blom is 7.5. I think that's how good he is currently. Blom is a 7.5. The next one is Sereno. Sereno, I am going to give now this is not a game rating, because you guys are gonna say, how can I give him this rating, but in the games I've given him less. I haven't given him like high ratings and all of those things, because I'm giving you a signing rating. Signing is not only on the field, it's not only that player, what that player produces, it's also how he impacts the team. Sereno's signing is actually an 8.5 to 9. Because of his impact on what he's doing around with the players around him. He has unlocked Umtu, he has unlocked Rangachi Vavero, he has unlocked so many players to start functioning at their highest levels. And that is what Sereno represents. So 8.5 to 9 is what Sereno, and on top of that, he's just been good in his performances. So that is what I'm going to give Sereno. And then the last rating, I actually have not given Nabi a game rating so far, but I'm going to give him a rating for what I feel we have seen in the past 3 games. In the past 3 games, I am going to give Nabi a 9. I'm going to give Nabi a 9 because, let's be honest, it is difficult to assemble a good team. It is difficult to make a giant team like Chiefs start to win again and believe in winning. It is difficult when you have the pressure of the fans, and it is difficult when you have to make substitutions in the game with a bench that doesn't match the quality that you believe you need. But what Nabi has done with the squad that he has now, even though he has said himself is not satisfied with it, has been very good, which is why I'm giving him a 9. Nabi is making average players look great just because Nabi knows how to cook. So that's one thing I wanted to say. And Nabi is unleashing the potential of other players. Like, for example, a lot of people, they said they don't care about Duba. Some people were saying Dushabala is trash last season. Ask them why they were saying that. Ask them. And I can ask them. Last season, people were saying Dushabala is nonsense. He's not a good player. Ask them why they were saying that when we all told you good coaching is very important. But people don't want to listen when we're not getting the results. But you see what Nabi does. He unlocked Ndu. He unlocked Wandile. We're seeing a side of Wandile Duba. We didn't get to see this defensive side of him, this ability not just to run with nowhere. And he's even given an assist in the game. So we're seeing different elements of Wandile Duba. The only criticism I have for Nabi is his consistent love for Umat. Not saying Matt is a bad player, not saying that Matt doesn't deserve to be in the team, but does Matt deserve to be in the starting lineup, and does Matt deserve to be playing in games for so long? That is my question. You may want to start him sharp, but does Matt deserve to play 90 to 80 minutes? I don't think so. I don't think Matt has done enough for us to say he deserves that. Sankelo Zwane had one bad game and we've never seen him again. They took him out around half time. He hasn't come back. We've just seen him on the bench. But Matt has had bad games, but he's there. He's there showing us himself and trying to act nice like chicken and spice, but I equal end up. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying. You know. So anyway, that's all I have for today. What are your ratings? Who has impressed you so far? If I missed a player, I shame. There was no impact that I saw. That is good for me. But anyway, those are the players. Tell me what you guys think. Amakhosi.